Oh no, I forgot to clean that part of my desk. I'm sorry. I said I would try. It didn't work. I'll do it before the next video. Maybe. Sort of. Anyways, hi everyone. We are continuing on the path reconciliation exercise. So if you're not subscribed to my channel, you should probably do that. If you've missed the last two videos, you should probably go watch those, even though I'm going to share some information today. Bottom line, what we're talking about is the final exercise in my full day, the Path seminar, which is based on my third book. This is a very popular exercise that my participants love, and organizers pay thousands of dollars to bring me in to do this exercise. But because you're my dedicated following on YouTube, I thought, why not? Let's give this a try, especially since I'm on a road trip right now. So let's talk about it. Bonjour, Mishka Paganan, Quain Edition Cosmung Dem. Hi, everybody. My name is Sandy Boucher. I'm Red Thunderbolt Woman of the Loon Clan, a proud member of Seine River First Nation in Treaty 3 territory in Northern Ontario. And not more importantly, but focus of this video is reconciliation is my jam. I'm either working in a First Nation community with their empowerment and their healing and their forward focus, getting past lateral violence and all that icky stuff, or I'm working with non-Indigenous Canadians on understanding their own history, the impacts on Indigenous people, and how we move forward. This exercise from my full-day seminar called The Path is super popular in that it helps people to enact what they need to understand for reconciliation. I know my followers on this channel love practical experience, so that's what I wanted to do. I'm on a road trip right now. I had to get some videos out to you. I wanted them to be quality content as always, so this is what you get. Now, in the first video, we talked about the Indigenous path and all of its stages, remembering we start in the right or in the east where the new day starts. And then in Tuesday's video, we talked about the non-Indigenous path. Again, you start in the east. Now, that's the two frameworks you need to answer today's question. So this final exercise actually has two parts. So, which I think I'll have enough time to do in 2 videos. Hopefully. That is the goal, kind of like cleaning off this half of my desk. Hi, Froggy. How are you? So, what I'm going to do is list off a couple of very, very brief descriptions, because often we meet people, we know nothing about them except that incredibly quick first impression. What I want you to do, you have to decide 2 things. What path are they on? Meaning, do you think they're Indigenous or non-Indigenous? And then what stage are they at based on the information you were given? So if they're on the Indigenous path, are they in stage 1 and they got to work on their healing? Are they stage 2 where they're unpacking the oppression? Stage 3, they're using their voice? Or stage 4, they're actually reconciling? On the non-Indigenous path, are they at they still need to accept the facts stage? Are they unpacking their suitcases and realizing their privilege, which is stage 2? Are they stage 3 where they're actually making changes and taking action? Or stage 4, are they actually reconciling? It'll make more sense in a second. So the first one, for example, an angry person, you don't know if they're Indigenous or not, who thinks we should quit talking about the past because we can't change it. We should just move on. So what path do you think they're on, Indigenous or non, and what stage are they at? Remember, stage 1 is on the right-hand side. That's the baby stage, the black for baby stage, yellow for youth stage, red is adult, white is elder. So, an angry person, you don't know if they're Indigenous or not, who thinks we should quit talking about the past because we can't change it and just move on. Of course, you're making an assumption here. But by trying to figure out where they're coming from, it helps you be able to communicate with them. Now, you might be wrong. Once you get more information, you have to be able to adjust. But right now, based on the information you have, what path do you think they are on and what stage? That is question 1. We have 10 questions. Feel free to pause this video at any time if you need extra time. Number 2. An angry indigenous activist keeps calling white people snowflakes. So you know what path they're on because I identified the person as indigenous. What stage are they on? Again, number 2, an angry indigenous activist who keeps calling white people snowflakes. What stage are they at? Number 3. You come across an intoxicated, homeless, indigenous person. Again, you know what path they're on. I identified them as indigenous. What stage are they at? An intoxicated, homeless, indigenous person. Number 4, a chief. So we're talking indigenous chief. So again, you know what path they're on. A chief gives a speech at a national assembly, which is what we call our huge conference. So number 4, a chief gives a speech at a national assembly. They're on the indigenous path. What stage? Number 5, a white person is heartbroken with newfound awareness of their privilege. So we know they're not indigenous. A non-indigenous or white person who is heartbroken with newfound awareness of their privilege. We know which path they're on, the non-indigenous path. What stage are they at? Number 6, a CEO who wants to develop an indigenous engagement strategy based on the norm. The CEO of a company, are they indigenous or non-indigenous? This person wants to develop an indigenous engagement strategy. What stage are they at? Number 7, indigenous community members want to develop an alternative justice program for their community. So again, we know they're indigenous, on the indigenous path. Indigenous community members want to develop an alternative justice program for their community. Okay? Number 8, you are introduced to an indigenous traditional dancer, which means they dance at powwow in the full regalia. So an indigenous traditional dancer. We know they're indigenous, so you know what path they're on. What stage are they at? Based on that very little information. Number 9, an indigenous youth has attempted to unalive themselves. An indigenous youth has attempted to unalive themselves. You know what path they're on. It's the indigenous path. What stage are they at? And last but not least, a CEO who is pushing for their indigenous partners to get it together. A CEO who is pushing for their indigenous partners to get it together. What path? What stage? There you have it. That is the first part of this exercise. Tomorrow we'll do the second part. I think I'll be able to fit it all in one video, which means you'll be able to do this full, I just realized there's a third part to this exercise. We'll see. We'll also see if I clean off my desk in time. We can hope. I'm all about hope. Until tomorrow, I love you. Take care. Bye-bye.